Hi everybody, it's Thomas here from thomasfitzgeraldphotography.com. In this video I took out my Sony A6000 and I shot with some adapted lenses. So what I did was I basically went around the park and did some street photography shooting as well, using the Sony A6000 and two different lenses. One was the Canon 17-40 f4L, which you can see here, and the other was my Nikon macro lens, which is a 105mm f2.8 macro. It's kind of an old lens, but it's actually a really good lens. So in this video I'm basically showing you what I'm doing while I'm shooting. I used a GoPro mounted on top of the camera just so you can see what I'm doing. And I have another video, the second part of this, where I basically take the images from the shoot and I edit them in Capture One Pro. Okay, so let's get going and dive right in. Okay, so first up we have this Nikon macro lens, which is a 105mm macro. As you can see, it's a 2.8 and using it with a NovaFlex adapter. Okay, so I'm here in the park, and what I'm going to be doing is shooting some of these flowers. So, kind of ideal for a macro lens. We've got some interesting flowers along here, and we're going to shoot some close-ups of some of these. A couple of things that's to bear in mind when shooting with the Nikon lens with the NovaFlex adapter. If you want to use the aperture ring on the lens, you need to set this all the way to closed and then flick this switch, and now you can use the aperture ring.
Yeah, did we? Hi.
This is kind of an interesting shot here. We have, I mean, it's not that interesting, but I kind of like the way the light is falling on the ground here, and it's just kind of like a little patch of light. And you've also got this curve going on here, and I think there was a bench here at one point and it's been taken out. But yeah, so let's see what we can do with this, because we've got all the daisies here. So if I get kind of like a close-up with the dappled light here, might be interesting. So yeah, let's see what we can do with this. So, one tip, when you're using focus peaking on the A6000, I find that sometimes it's hit and miss, but the best way to do it is when you're focusing and it's almost there. If you kind of rock the focus back and forward and just pay attention to the outline, and then when it's kind of at its thickest, that's probably the best point. It takes a little practice, but you kind of get used to it. But you do need to practice a lot and kind of get to know the idiosyncrasies of it. I'm not sure what I can see from the back of this, but we shall give it a try. But yeah, as I hit focus, the red comes up. And then just rock it back and forward. Okay, so you should be able to just make out the red outline here. You can see as I rock the focus back and forward. Even as I move the camera, you can see it. Of course, the absolute best way to get this right is to zoom in, which I have set to the C1 button. Okay, so next up I'm going to be shooting with the Canon 17 to 14mm f4L. In this case I'm using the Metabone Smart Adapter. The big difference with this adapter is that you get full electronic control over the lens, so I can set it using the normal controls.
I know.
Okay, so I hope you found that video useful. Like I said at the start, there's a second part of this where I basically go through the images from this shoot and show you how I process them in Capture One. If you like this video and you want to see more, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks for watching. Okay, see you next time.